Hello all, let us see how to solve this particular problem. So basically what is given is a CMOS inverter, and there are four statements given. We have to find out which statements suit the CMOS inverter characteristics. So basically to understand first, a CMOS inverter is nothing but a complementary MOSFET transistor, is a combination of P-channel MOS plus N-channel MOS, PMOS plus NMOS basically. So the configuration would be this way. The P-channel source shall be connected to a power supply, and this is source, this is gate, this is drain, and then this shall be grounded here. And now the N-channel MOSFET source shall be grounded. So this is N-channel, this is P-channel. The common drain between these two is filled out and provided to is taken as a output. Now here the gate is taken and it is provided as a common supply to the P channel and the N channel MOS. So when an input is provided to this gate, the P channel basically would be off when the N channel is on, and when P channel is off, the N channel would be on, and when P channel is on, the N channel would be off. That means both work as complementary devices, and basically when 0 is provided, what happens is this particular transistor P channel would be on and N channel would be off. So when VG is 0, the P channel, N channel and V0. So P channel would be on and N channel would be off. Okay. So now when N channel is off and P channel is on, there will be a conducting path, and what happens is the output will be high. There will be power dissipation across only this transistor because of the leakage or the capacitance. Now when VG is 1, what happens is this P channel would be off and the N channel would be on, and this, as this is off, the output will be connected to the ground directly as this is on. So that means the output is low here, the Vout is low. So if you see the transfer characteristic, voltage transfer characteristic, example, if you treat this as VG and Vout, it would be this way. So when VG is below this particular threshold, or it is 0, the output will be high, and there will be a transition period. So there will be number of regions here in which P channel and channel MOSFETs would be operating in linear region or cutoff region, or the saturation basically. So now this is the basic introduction of this CMOS inverter. If you take the first point, it is a combination of N channel FET and P channel FET. Yes. And there is power dissipation when the input carries the logic 1 signal. That means when the input is 1, yeah, definitely there is a power dissipation because it goes to the load, and there is no power dissipation when the input carries logic 1 signal. No, these two are basically in reverse of each other. And the fourth point is there is power dissipation during the transition from 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. So if you see the characteristic of this, definitely there will be a power dissipation that will be associated. This power dissipation basically is because of the connecting traces which will have capacitance. So basically they draw the power or draw limited leakage current, which would result in power dissipation. So if you take an IC, it will be built with a number of these inverters based on requirement. So everything would get appended when there is a transition, right, from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, because the basic need of this IC is to either give 1 or 0 or transition based on the requirement. So definitely there will be power dissipation here. So if you take these three are the correct scenarios for a CMOS transistor. Thank you.